Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is a free-to-play game, yet most players competing at the highest level spend hundreds of dollars to play. The goal of this series is to get King of Games without spending a dime on the game. Welcome to Duel Links From Scratch. So we are logged in, everything is downloaded, and I am ready to go. There is a big-ass intro you gotta do. I'll start off with King of Games himself, because that's kind of what we're gonna be. Alright, I guess we're each only starting out with one card at a time. This is a little sus, but lucky for me, my monster's got more attack points than his. They just give me a free-ass monster for this tribute subbing. Good old Yugi not playing by the rules. Easy dub, Kaiba sucks dick. Let's see how much other intro bullshit I gotta do. Welcome to Duel Links. I hate how hand-holdy tutorials for games are, especially when this is like my third account I've played on here. Oh, I could skip shit. Alright, bet. Ooh, we still get the XP. So our first 10 gems on the account acquired for a duel I didn't play. Another 50 gems added. The beginning is going to be so free when it comes to gems. Like, they just hand you gems at the start of the game. I guess to make you think that they're going to continue to hand you gems, and then they stop later on. So I got free gems, but they're forcing me to buy a shitty pack with them. Maybe we'll pull the Sphere Karibo off the bat. Is this account blessed? Probably not. You can only activate this card when your opponent declares an attack. Select a face-up monster on your side of the field. During this turn, your opponent can only designate the selected monster as a target, and they must attack with all... Yeah. For the very start of the game, this card's actually not bad. If I struggle to get some decent staples, I could play that. We unlocked Yugi and we got our Dark Magician. Sweet. Card I'll probably never play in my deck. So, one thing that I think is very important in this is utilizing your missions. Every time you complete a stage, it gives you all your auto duels. So right now, even though we have it technically complete, as long as it allows me, at least, I'm going to go do all of my my auto duels against these guys. I'm technically not going to auto duel them, though, because my deck is probably garbage. First, we should actually take a look at that. We'll add this cool trap that we got to the collection and get rid of this terrible card. So the deck that we're starting with is absolutely trash. So we can only go up from here. It's the computer, and I'm assuming they have garbage monsters too. So since we can't attack, we're going to set this in defense. Because they're likely to just summon a very low attack monster and swing right into it. And we're going to try to kill them as fast as we can. See? We want to abuse the shitty mechanics of the computer so we could try to kill them as quick as possible. And get through this stage of the game. Where we're playing with a literal vanilla monster deck. Level up, we got a D-Spell. This card's probably never going to come up. I mean, this is technically a format dependent card. Like, if there's a format where people play a lot of field spells and continuous spells, this could be a budget alternative to a card like Cosmic Cyclone or MST. But I don't know the format yet. I haven't really been in ranked yet. What we're really hoping for is to start unlocking some skills. This one seems like trash, but at least we'll have a skill, you know? There's not much to talk about in regards to the duels themselves against these guys, so I'm going to beat these 4, and then I'll probably check in like with the rewards each time, but I don't think I'm going to show you the duels every single time. I haven't actually watched this in a while, the little animation it does. I really like how they did this in Duel Links. Made these really cool animations when you summon character cards. Sit down, kid. And there's another reward. We unlock our first skill, which I think is garbage, but we'll use it anyways. We get some keys. Another unlock, 15 gems. It's a pretty big deal. Next unlock, we get a Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress, which obviously is garbage, but it's got more attack points than some of the monsters in this shitty starter deck. I think the main objective of this first episode is to try to get through the tutorial garbage and just get as much XP for Yami Yugi as we can. I cannot wait till I unlock the auto duel feature because I don't want to have to keep actually doing these duels. I just want to get into ranked play as quick as possible. Alright, we ran out of people, so let's complete stage 2. And see what I mean? So every time you complete a stage, it refills your characters. So you want to maximize that every time you can. Ooh, and we unlocked the gate. Who do we unlock? Legendary duelist unlocked, Joey Wheeler. Hey, Joey. So now our stage mission is to win a duel against Joey. But before we do that, like I said, we got to go defeat these 5 real quick so we don't waste that XP. This game is honestly way better on PC because the fact that you get the duel log to your right, and then when you click on the cards, it'll show you what they do. Clearly, in this instance, it doesn't matter with vanillas, but when I'm playing ranked and I want to be able to read what people's cards do, and I don't want it taking up time from the timer, I can do it while the game's going on, and that's really nice. Another unlock, higher attack monster, and we're actually going to throw that in the deck real quick just because it does more damage. It's our time to fight Joey, and looking at his level 10 rewards, I don't really think there's anything we want. Time Wizard might be like an upgrade compared to the garbage that we have, but I don't really see anything we want long term. Exchange is a cool card. Yeah, I don't really think he has any worthwhile rewards, at least at this level. I mean, maybe Armed Ninja, but again, that only destroys spells. If that destroyed traps, I'd actually kind of want it. There's attack point upgrades for our shit beater deck. So I guess technically with what we currently have, some upgrades I would like would be Alligator Sword and Metal Morph for the dueling the NPCs. As for ranked play, the only card that I could see us maybe possibly using one day would be Exchange. That card has seen a lot of relevancy throughout the years in regular Yu-Gi-Oh! But more recently, its relevancy tends to be in decks that lose to hand traps. But this game doesn't really have hand traps, so I don't really see what the use for this would be. But you never know. It's a cool card to keep on the radar. Sit the fuck down, Joey. 25 gems unlocked for the character level up. So we unlock Joey. And then we also finish this stage. So we're going to get more duels to do and 50 gems. We received ourselves a secret rare ticket for the login bonus today. But yeah, we have all these tickets here. Oh, jeez. We'll collect these gems for sure. What the hell? This is what I meant. Like, literally just handed us all of those. And a Blue Eyes alternative. I don't even have Blue Eyes stuff. Oh, never mind. Here's a Blue Eyes. A skill ticket. If that just gives you any ticket, that's insane. I'll just hit receive all. These have to be claimed individually. What, like, how does this work? Oh, there's certain stages that we can unlock these tickets at. That's kind of cool. But another 1,000 gems for free. We went from 50 gems to 4,000 gems in 1 second. And then we're going to get these tickets and stuff. I really need to start thinking about what deck I want now. But I'm going to just finish up some of these duels real quick. Oh, also the bingo mission gives us an enemy controller. So there is a skill just unlocked. 40 free gems. 10,000 coins. But we have to do all these now. Because I will unlock enemy controller. So I think reach stage 10 is the only difficult one. But all this stuff is passive. So we don't even have to really work hard towards that. All these tickets I have to reach stage 4 for. So let me just do these duels real quick. So then I can get to stage 4. I'm pretty sure the set that I want. Which I don't know what set I'd want. But the criteria for the set would be a set that has at least one good staple in it. Preferably at a super rare rarity. Has a playable deck out of the box, and preferably has a second playable deck of a lower rarity. If I could find a mini box that has a playable deck and a staple, then it doesn't have to have a second playable. If it can just have one playable, that would do me wonders. Also, generic extra deck stuff counts as staples to me. If there's like a set that has like one really good staple or a set that has like one subpar staple but a couple of generic extra deck cards, I think that'll be pretty important for my journey. So now we're on stage 4. We have to win one dual world duel. That's just easy. Win a duel with at least 500 life points remaining. That's easy as fuck. And then complete duel quizzes up to level 1 to 5 and dual try. I'm going to give Strings a try, because I think if I defeat Strings, I unlock Slifer. Looks like your boy might have just unlocked Slifer the Sky Dragon. Let's do these dumb tutorials real quick so that I can get the next stage to where we have auto duels unlocked. So duel quiz is complete, the 5 at least, required for my stage mission. Now I'm just going to finish up whatever these auto duels that are left. There's just one. And then I'll collect that, level up, and then we can they'll actually become auto duels because I'll unlock the auto duel feature, which is actually fucking huge. So now we're going to complete the stage mission finally. Now that everything's done, get our 50 gems, unlock stage 5, and I believe this is the biggest stage for us. Lets me actually auto duel folks. Hopefully it's at stage 5 and not after you beat stage 5, because that would kind of suck. But let's see if we have auto duel unlocked now. No, why not? Fucking hell. Maybe it's after this. I just want to get the auto duels unlocked, god damn it. I'm not stopping until I do. I might actually just say fuck it, duel Taya, see if I unlock it. Da 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 da. Yes, you lost. You're trash. Compared to me, kid. Sit down. So this time is going to be the only time that we're going to do this, where we're just going to ignore the whole thing. Not the whole thing. Ignore the 4 players that we could have fought. And now we should have it unlocked. You can now use the auto duel feature when dueling in Duel World. That shit's fucking huge. So now that I have the auto duel feature unlocked, I have decided to just blast through these duel stages real quick. And I also sat down and looked at the sets and determined the deck that I think I want to make. And I decided I'm going to make Harpies. The Harpy set has a lot of generic XYZs in it. And it also comes with a complete deck. There's cards that I would want for the deck that are not in the set. But the cards that are in the set are enough to make an entire deck. And so I'm going to pick that setup, I think. And then the generic XYZs that are in it just make it even better. When this duel wraps up, I'm going to head over to the shop and I'll show you the cards that make it, that basically confirm that I want to buy it. So the main cards in this set that I would want clearly are the Harpies themselves. And the beauty of this set is that it comes with the boss monster. It comes with Channeler, Harpist, Perfumer, and it also has Hysteric Sign, and it's got Cyber Harpy Lady. There's also the trap card, Hysteric Party. Are there any other Harpy cards? I think that might be all of them in here. So the big ones that I would be missing are Elegant Egotist and a Harpy Lady 1, which I don't remember how you get those. There's also a rare that the deck would play, and I'm not 100% sure how you get them. I do remember it being kind of easy when I checked, though. So they're all, like, tangible to get. And then there's also cards that aren't, like, I don't think at least they're staple in the meta, but they're staple enough for me. A card like Lightning Vortex, which will let me discard the Hysteric Sign to destroy the board, and then on the end phase search 3. This trap might be good. This card actually isn't bad. Tribute a Wind to put a card back. So like until I pull better traps, something like that could be played. I don't know about the rest of these cards. What does this do? Shuffle 1 Harpy Lady Sisters from your monster zone in the deck. I probably wouldn't play this card because I don't plan on playing Harpy Lady Sisters. But it also, I think that would be all the cards I would play for the archetype and as generic cards. But then there's also this Daigusto Emerald, which is a good generic rank 4. There's number 12, which is a generic rank 5. And then there's Dracosac, which is a generic rank 7. So I'm going to be guaranteed at least 1 copy of each of these. Preferably, I'd like to get 2 to 3 when I buy this whole box 3 times. And that will allow me to have generic cards for whatever deck I make going forward in this series. And then it also provides me an amazing archetype for now. It also has access to the FA deck, which I don't know if I would make or if it's good or not, but it's something to look into. And so I think this would just give me a good foundation moving forward. So since I got auto duels unlocked, I've been kind of just flying through these mission stages. I don't remember what one I was on, but I'm on 10 now. And the only reason I'm recording a clip real quick is because I have my Valentine to fight now. I just unlocked her at this stage. And I believe next stage I unlock her as a character, which I'm very excited for. But she's the first character that has actually very notable drops that I would like to get from her. She has Harpy's Pet Dragon, which I think I'm going to make the Harpy deck. I'm still not 1,000% sure, but I'm like 99% sure I'm going to make Harpies. And Harpy's Pet Dragon gives me access to Dracosack if I pull this. She has Amazoness Swordswoman, which I've always loved this card in this game. I think it's kind of insane. Like, you can make full decks around this card where it just hits and does 1,000 damage into something in defense. It's just like a very, very good card. I used to play a deck where I would Lava Golem them, and then I would also play this. So, like, I Lava Golem their board. They get burned for 1,000 on their standby, and then on my next turn, I just summon this hit. And it's like, you kill them with that. It's kind of insane. And aside from that, I think that's everything. Here is the new deck that I'm grinding with, by the way. Clearly, it's still fucking garbage. It's just more attack beaters. But one other thing that I wanted to talk about real quick. So, on a free-to-play account, and also wanting to maximize your game time. So, well, technically to maximize game time, I really, before I started this clip, should have done one of my auto duels so that while I'm talking, the time would be counting down. But one thing I like to do is, so you see how I've got 6 duels to do, assuming I win them all. And then I have 2 things I have to do here for her, which is win against Joey and win with Joey. So that's 8 duels total, but for this I only need to win 7. So that last duel, which I'll technically do the first duel now probably actually. Or I won't, I'll do it when it's the last one just in case I happen to lose one. But that last duel, what I've been doing in instances like that, I will come to this other world, which I chose Zexal, and I will just do my last auto duel here. And what that lets me do is start stacking up slowly the wins here. Once I get 2 more here, then I'm going to be able to completely reset my characters again. So if every time I have it come up, I just throw my extra ones here, and then that shit happens. And I also, in doing so, learned that when I first start, depending on when you unlock good skills with Maya, I'll probably use this character because of its ability to let me start with Utopia in the extra deck. Because we looked at my possible extra deck cards earlier, and unless I get the Harpy's Pet Dragon to unlock Dracosack, I think the only rank 4 that was playable in my deck was Daigusto Emerald, and that doesn't even do that much, to be honest. So having access to a second one would be awesome. Plus, this lets me recycle it when my life points get kind of low, and then I could also recycle it with the Emerald. And then another beauty of this is that Utopia's a warrior. So I'm slowly, when I do that, I summon a Utopia every single time when I do the auto duel. I'm slowly working towards unlocking the Dual World GX because that requires me to summon warriors. And I've got a couple wins in normal monsters in my deck. So I'm also slowly just working towards this. So these are both going to passively be complete. And that's just like, this is to me the stuff you got to think about when you're playing free to play. How to like maximize every duel you do. So that, because your time is what you're using instead of money. So you want to get the most out of your time. And when you do have the time to sit down and play, you want to be able to sit down and keep playing. And this allows you to do that, at least the best that I've found thus far. Finished up that duel. We got My Valentine unlocked now, which is very, very big for me. This is the character I've been wanting. It lets me start working towards a Harpy deck. And that means I get to start playing ranked, and that means I get to truly see where I am ranked. But I want to look at her level up rewards, see when we get what. At level 7, we get the first Elegant Egotist, which is very, very important. This is a very good card, Windstorm of Atequa. That's just like a free trap that I don't have to purchase from a pack, so we really take that. Harpy Lady 1 is pretty good. This card's actually really good. I definitely want a copy of this. Where's the other Elegant Egotist? I thought you got 2 from her. Oh, here it is. I missed it. At level 21 is when I get the second one. So that's the most important thing for me. There was something that I got that gave me 6 Oh, wait. You start with 1? Insane. So once I get level 21, I have all 3 Elegant Egotists. That's insanity. Let's go. And then I just need to buy everything from the mini box, and I'm literally just good to go. But what was I even trying to say right there? Dude, that changes the game. I know what I was trying to say. I forget what they're called though, so I'm just going to go straight to it. There's these guys that I got earlier. You unlock wait, where are they? Fuck. These. You get 1 free set of them They're typically a reward that you have to purchase where it gives you 6 of these guys that give you insane amounts of XP. But because it was like an introduction to them, I got 5 for free. I think it's 5. And I saved them for Maya so that I can just skyrocket her XP. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can get close to 21 today. And then whenever I run out of these and auto duels and I'm just probably done playing for the day, I'm going to do a big pack opening with everything I got. See if I can build a deck. And then I'll probably play some ranked. I was kind of in a rush and just kind of clicked over it. But I just hit level 7, which, as y'all should remember, is the level up for Elegant Egotist number 2. So it is the next day, good old day 2 of grinding on this game, and I got my Valentine all the way up to level 21 already. So we got that Elegant Egotist unlocked. I think I'm done grinding this character now, and I'm going to open pack. It is finally time to open up Sign of Harpies. So the chase cards that we're looking for, the ultra rares, we want probably 3 copies of the Synchro, at least 1 Draco Sack, preferably 2. And we're not going to play Blade Armor Ninja anytime soon, but it would be nice to own 1. For the super rares, I want at least 1 Crimson Shadow, just because you never know when we might play it. Daigasso Emerald, probably a minimum of 2. But then these guys, I want 3 of each. Channeler, Harpist, and Perfumer. In regards to the FA cards, I might try to collect play sets just because I feel like it's the adequate thing to do in free-to-play is try to get the most out of every box you buy. But then I definitely want 2 to 3 Lightning Vortex, 2 to 3 Spiritual Wind Art, because for the start, I'm not going to have very great trap cards. And so cards like this are going to be nice. Plus, mainly Lightning Vortex because it can pitch Hysteric Sign and it can pitch, what's it called, Harpist. And I'm not going to have a lot of traps, so I'm not going to have much monster removal. So having just a big board wipe and then being able to summon, hit for game, hopefully, is going to be really big for me. The rares, we for sure want 3 Hysteric Sign, but the rares were guaranteed to get 3 of everything in the commons, so this doesn't even matter that much. I think we want Cyber Harpy Lady. That's about it. So I say let's just get to opening these packs up. Hopefully we can get a lot of the supers that we want early on and then be able to reset the box soon. Ooh, we got something actually. What could it be? It's a spell? Give me Lightning Vortex. Yes! Called it! Hell yeah! That's going to be really nice off the jump to have. Oh my god. Garbage. Let's open another 10. Ah. This is exciting. I've been playing this fucking garbage vanilla deck for an entire day now. And I'm going to get to like actually play ranked after this, hopefully. Ooh, we got something. XYZ. Oh my lord. So we're really, really hoping out of the XYZs for the Emerald. Daigasso Emerald is the optimal XYZ for me. Ah. This is the worst ultra rare for us, but it's also an amazing card. So I'm happy getting it. I'm happy with that. Like I said, I only wanted to get 1 of that card. So now if it's the only ultra left at any point, we could still reset the box just fine. This being a monster, let's hope for Channeler, I think, would be optimal. Yes! Called that one! Let's go! What the fuck? Woo-wee! I'm 2 for 3 on calling it now. That's insane. Oh, 3 traps. That's our 3rd blind destruction. So this opening was really good for us. The ultra rare that we don't need that much, but the Channeler. The Channeler is where it's at. Yeah, that was like really good. Let's do another 10. Oh, shit! Let's go! This pack opening was pretty huge too since we got the Emerald. Another 10. They can only continue to get better because there's like still a bunch of cards I need. Ooh, we got something. Bless our poles. This has to be the trap, right? This has to be the spiritual art. Yes. These poles, probably the worst set of 10 yet, but still good. Ooh, we got something. Synchro? I called it again. Let's go. Oh my god. This card is basically a rank 4 in the deck because you don't actually need a tuner. It allows a Harpy to count as a tuner. And this card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. When a spell trap or effect is activated, quick effect, target one monster your opponent controls or one Harpy you control and return it to the hand. So this card's kind of an interruption. It's pretty big. This set of 10 was very good because of the Cyber Harpy Lady. Yes! Ooh, the Draco Sack! The Draco Sack! If we get Harpy's Pet Dragon, this card is insane in this deck. And if we don't get a Harpy's Pet Dragon, this card will definitely be useful in our collection in the future. So now I kind of want to start buying it one pack at a time because once I pull Perfumer, I can reset. Let me save 200 fucking gems. Please. Give me a here. Give me a here. Let me get 4 other. Please don't be the Fog King. Yes! Thank you! Let's go. Perfumer added. Now I can reset. And now we get to go in for 24 more packs. And let's pray we get some good pulls here because then we're out of gems and I want to have enough to make a deck. Alright. Hopefully this is a card that I need. Is that a Lightning Vortex? Yes! The last pack redeemed the whole 24. Thank the Lord. Now I'm going to go sauce up a beautiful attempt at a Harpy deck, and we're going to tear up the rank scene with it. I'm almost finished constructing my deck, and I have 2 slots missing that I'll show you in one sec, the 18 that I got. But first, I'm going to go exchange some of these tickets and get some shit that I need. So first and foremost, I believe these super rare tickets are where I'm going to go first. There are not that many good cards in here, sadly. I was hoping there'd be at least like a rank 4. It didn't even have to be good. It just had to exist. And if it did, I would have gotten it. But it didn't, so I'm not. Econ is also a good card, but I'm not going to get that because you can get that for free. But the card that I decided I want to get is right here, Rainbow Life. Discard 1 card until the end of this turn. Whenever you would take damage, you gain that amount of life instead. And I'm going to pick up a playset of it. I'm not going to play a whole playset in my first rendition of this deck, But the concept behind this card is A, it discards, so it can trigger Elegant Egotist or Harpy Harpist. And B, it keeps me alive for an entire turn while also gaining me life, so potentially keeping me alive multiple turns. Right now, my monster count is a little thinner than I would like, and so this is going to help me thicken that out. Oh, wrong button. Shit. But so my plan right now is this. I've got my one of Harpy Chandler, and my one of Harpy Harpist that I pulled, and my one of Harpy Perfumer. And then we've got a playset of Cyber Harpy Lady to go with those. There are two other ones that I own that I could have played in place of Cyber Harpy, but this one's got the most attack, and my deck is kind of lacking that, so I picked these. And then we've got two Lightning Vortex to out their boards and to discard Hysteric Sign. 3 Hysteric Sign, 3 Elegant Egotist, 1 Spiritual Wind Art Miyaba, 2 Rainbow Life, also to discard Hysteric Sign and Harpy Harpist, and then 3 Hysteric Party. Since my monster count's really low, I foresee people outing my cards and then me not really having any cards to continue. So this is 3 copies of a card to let me continue. And then our extra deck, the only cards that matter are Harpy/Harpy Lady and Augusto Emerald. The other cards are in there just so they think I have a bigger extra deck, so that it, like, they kind of have to worry about that. And then my skill also gives me access to Utopia. I start the duel with Utopia in my extra deck, and then if my life points decrease by 2,000, I can return him from the grave to the extra deck. So I have 2 Utopia in my deck, effectively. And then Emerald also would recycle it again, so I have 3 Utopia. So weirdly enough, Utopia is going to be my boss monster in this first build. And so I'm going to run this deck through ranked, and we're going to see how we do with our first Harpy build. I kept saying that I'd be in bronze. I forgot there was a whole rating before bronze, known as rookie. But I finished my rookie duels. Ignore this loss here. That was me messing around with the beater deck in PvP. But we got 4 dubs in a row and then 1 loss. I saved the replays that matter so that I could showcase what exactly we did. This first one, this wasn't very competitive of a match whatsoever, but this first one showcases the power of my deck, even at this absurdly low point that it's at. So, I believe we win the coin flip. Yeah. And both of us gain a rank if we win. Sucks for this guy. You're never going to rank up if you play against me. But we opened Perfumer, Hysteric Sign, Harpy Harpist, and Elegant Egotist. So I started off summoning Perfumer, who searches Egotist, which is actually like insane. So then we activate the first Egotist, special summoning Cyber Harpy Lady from deck. Activate the second Egotist, specialing Harpy Lady from deck. And then we synchro summon for Cyber/Harpy Lady. And then we activate Hysteric Sign, adding back the Elegant Egotist from graveyard, activating it yet again, 3 Egotists in 1 turn, specialing the third and final Cyber Harpy Lady from our deck, and then we overlay those into Utopia. So now I've got a monster that bounces if they activate a spell trap, and then they can't attack me by battle because I have Utopia also. And this guy activates... Oh, this one actually was like semi-competitive. The guy ends up scooping. No, spoiler alert, I know, but so he summons out this Red Eyes Black Dragon, and after I read that card, I was like, shit, that's a problem. Because it's when it declares an attack, not when an attack goes through. So it gets to equip the warrior from grave, and then it's targeting protection. And I don't have a card in the extra deck that beats over it. My targeting guy, can't target it because it'll get destroyed. But then I read Harpist and was like, oh shit, I still beat him. So I go summon Harpist, effect, target my synchro, target his monster. Thinking he would just negate it with the effect, but he instead changed whatever this trap is. I think he was trying to bait me into using my synchro's effect, but I didn't do it. And so then my synchro gets returned, his guy gets returned, and then he scooped his cards up. That was like the first scenario I ran into where I had to actually deal with somebody's board, so I thought that replay was cool. The second one, I think this is the one where I blew the guy out of the water, but it just it showed how cool my deck was, so I really liked the duel and saved it. I think I won the die roll again. We always win in coin flips out here. Da 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 da. That's why I saved this one, actually. This showcases the instances when the deck bricks. When you don't open a discard card and you have just egotists and hysteric signs. Which this was the first time it happened, but it wasn't the only time it happened throughout the games I played. So next episode, when we edit this deck a little bit, I think I might cut egotist to 2, since hysteric sign can get it from deck or grave, and it'll prevent me from clogging like this, at least a little bit more. And of course, we're going to try to get some more monsters or some better traps or something to fill the deck out. But for now, these cards they're not it in conjunction with each other. I also have a sign set, I believe. So this is literally 5 dead cards that all become live with a certain draw, which here you see is also showcases how the discard cards fix the hand. The Lightning Vortex outed his board, and I might not be able to do anything this turn, but Hysteric Sign triggers letting me add 3 Harpies of different names from my deck to my hand. So I went from unplayable hand to the best hand you could ask for with 1 resolution of a card. And luckily, like, we're in Rookie at this point, so these guys' decks aren't exactly good. And I get to live another turn. Like, there's no reason I should have lived 3 turns. But I draw a Harpy Chandler. I've got multiple Elegant Egotists. I've got the Chandler, of course. And this duel was my first time summoning and activating Chandler. I didn't realize it summoned from deck, which is very important to remember for the future. Because I technically think I should have left Harpy Harpist or Perfumer, one or the other, in my deck. So that when I activate this Hysteric Sign to search Elegant Egotist, I can actually resolve the Egotist also. Because if I did it correctly, I would have been able to make a rank 4 and then also special a Harpy out. But because I didn't, I think I have to resort to just making a rank 4. Yeah, because it summons my last Harpy Lady from deck, and now my Egotist is dead. And I had to use the Hysteric Sign anyways, because I wanted the bounce to confirm game this turn. And then another beautiful thing with this deck is I kind of just put all my resources into this board, and you're like, well, what happens if they out it? If that was a real deck and he had a Drowning Mirror for a set, then what? But the then what is I set Hysteric Party, which is soul charge for 3. And then I can make literally the exact same board again. So it's no hassle to me. I just can make this exact same thing the next turn. So when the deck starts going off, as you see, it just continues to go off. But when you dead draw these cards, you're in a world of hurt. And then this last replay is my first and only loss so far, where I don't know if there's anywhere I misplayed or not, but this guy, I don't think his deck was very good. It probably, I guess, the same level of mine, because mine's not crazy, but I also started off with a poor hand, I believe. Let's double check. I know I'm spoiling these duels as we are starting them, but I think it's more important to talk about them than it is to actually watch it, if that makes sense. I'm trying to learn from these. So, this was another dead hand where it's a conjunction of Hysteric Signs and Elegant Egotists, and then the Spiritual Art card. This card ended up being good later in the duel, as you'll see, but if one of these Elegant Egotists was like a trap card that discarded, if it was the 3rd copy of Rainbow Life, for say. Here I have all 3, so it's guaranteed if I cut one for that card, that's what I would have had here. I could have set that, discarded the Hysteric Sign, guaranteed lived that turn, and then triggered the search for 3 on the end phase. And then I have 2 Egotists in hand and 3 monsters with Harpy in their name in hand. So I would have got to summon everything out of my extra deck the next turn, and he would have been just done. So there's a second instance where this came up, and so I think that out of only 5 duels, it's been 40% of my games. I have opened up Hysteric Sign, Elegant Egotist in too many copies of each, and Hysteric Sign is clearly the vastly better one. It turns into a copy of Elegant Egotist from deck or grave, so it always becomes a copy of one, but it also says when this card's discarded, search 3. So there's no way in hell I cut that card down from 3, but I could try Egotist to 2 and possibly 1 in the future as I get better cards. But that I'm unsure, because if I control this Synchro already, or just a level 5 or higher Harpy, when I summon Perfumer, it can search double Egotist. And so having access to 2 seems worth it in that regard, because that's a lot of summons there. But I guess assuming that I have the Synchro on board already means that I've probably went through at least 1 Egotist. And if that's the case, then what's the point, really? I would have already used the 1 Egotist. There's only 1 left in deck, and I'm still only searching 1. So, I mean, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm for sure going to cut it down to 2. I don't know if I'd want to cut it to 1, though. But, so here, back to the duel, I guess. His deck was a weird mixture of 2 different decks. He's playing the Cyber Dark cards, but also a Blue Eyes engine. And the Blue Eyes cards actually put in work. This was a pretty cool chain link here. He activates this card's effect while he has a Blue Eyes on the board. I chained the trap to put the card back. He chained a Mystic Walk, tributing it to gain 800 life. And then I chained the Cyber Harpy Lady to return his Blue Eyes to hand. Which, as you see, ends up being kind of weird because he plays a skill that I think added a Blue Eyes to his hand or added a Poly or something. We're about to see on the next turn. But here, because I'm out of monsters in deck, I wasn't able to use the Egotist, and I couldn't kill him here. So I reduced him down to 400 life. So that walk actually saved him. And then he has this Karma Cut to save him here again. So I'm unable to kill him, but I get to set Hysteric Party. And I thought I was lit. I was like, there's no way he's killing me. But he uses this skill, which I think I can read now. Let me pause this. Ultimate Dragon. At the beginning of the duel, add all these cards to your extra deck. Can be used on turn 3 and onwards by revealing 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. Add Polymerization. So he revealed the 2 Blue Eyes, one of which I put back in his hand to add Polymerization. And then he activates Whitestone of Ancients, banishing to add back that other copy of Blue Eyes, the White Spirit Dragon or whatever it's called. And so here, this monster attacks twice, so I have to use my whole Hysteric Sign just to not die. I Lightning Vortex his board, attempt to hit for game, but he was able to send a Kiteroid earlier on. And then the DD Warrior Lady cucked me so hard. I was like, I can just swing over his guy, it's over. But he had DD Warrior Lady set, banish my card, finish me. And my theory there, I had the Hysteric Party also. So I was thinking, like, when I attack, I'm either going to confirm the kill or I'm not. And if he happens to use a trap to destroy my guy, I'll just get to search and then have the trap live. But he had DD Warrior Lady. So, like, this guy's deck was, like, a crazy assortment of cards. But they worked out to beat me, so kudos to him. And after these duels, I definitely see what I need to do to edit the deck. But from just being the first episode, I'm not even 24 hours into this, I think we have an amazing deck start here. And I'm very excited to work towards making it even better. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any advice in the comments. Some of the things that we're really looking for are more powerful trap cards and rank 4 XYZs. So if you have any way that you think I could go about getting those efficiently, either for cheap amounts of diamonds or if there are any ways to unlock them without spending in-game currency or IRL currency, let me know. One thought that I had was buying the Gaga structure deck because it comes with a copy of Gaga Cowboy. That's the only guaranteed rank 4 I found a way to get on my own. But if you guys know anything, please let me know. Thank you for watching.